So, welcome to the second part of the Oceania showcase, and now we'll take a look at Sydney and New South Wales. And I'm together here with the administrator, Arizona. Hi.
Hello, how are you?
And yes, he will show us around in Sydney. We have already had a showcase in Sydney, but it's a long time ago, and like many things change. Like you already see in front of us, it's like the Sydney Opera House, completely finished. So yeah, let's go on. What has been built in the time? Yeah,
So,
since last time.
um, since last time you were here, I think the major focus was finishing the Opera House. So this has
Mm-hmm.
now been completely done. The whole thing has been terraformed, and we're currently working on an interior for it at the moment. So once you have a look around here, we can continue up towards Circular Quay. This is the Harbour Port for Sydney. This is where all the ferries and some of the cruise ships come in.
It's a bit finished last time, but
Yeah,
we
we
now
only
see there
had
are
like
like
a little bit last time, but now
we
we're
now see the boats and the big harbor area in front.
So there's 5 wharfs here, and then off to the right we have the MCA. This is the Museum of Contemporary Art of Australia. And then behind that we have what's called the Rocks, and this was recently a part of a build battle that we completed in, and it was sectioned into two sides. We had the blue team and the orange team, and the orange team won this round. So they've completed their half, and those that are in the blue team are still finishing off little bits. So this is probably where our most detailed builds are. This is where we have full blocks that are complete, and it looks really fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, lot of small buildings
Yeah,
together. Okay, cool.
and it would go up where the elevation changes a little bit. You'll become to this is known as the Car Hill Expressway. This is what connects the Harbour Bridge from North Sydney over towards the CBD.
Okay, like a big highway.
Yeah, so this
Okay.
highway, and then if you were to continue north from here,
Mm-hmm.
you get to the Harbour Bridge, which has been updated since last time you were on as well. We've now got truss leading up to it, which make it a lot more detailed. So the bridge comes from North Sydney and then connects the main transit ways and the transit hub straight into the heart of the
Mm-hmm.
city.
Okay. Okay,
This is still one of
nice.
our biggest projects on the surface, so it's taking the
Mm-hmm.
longest. If we continue along the expressway, so away from the bridge and towards the rocks again,
Mm-hmm.
we can come into what's known as the CBD. And the CBD is the Central Business District. So this is where there's been a real focus and a passion for the building, where you'll start to see all the iconic skyscrapers of Sydney.
Mm-hmm.
Towards the right is where we'll come to a section called Barangaroo. That's like a new, underdeveloped, really modernized suburb that they're building at the moment. But if we continue on through our left, we'll get towards the modern skyscrapers.
Okay. And yeah, compared to last time we were here, we've kind of a bit more buildings and like some ground areas and parks already built it, I see.
Yeah, so this is Wynyard Park.
Okay.
So this was built quite a while ago. So you might not have captured this in the last shot, but there's a train station here, and this is one of the bigger train stations that you connect to go to all parts of the Sydney CBD.
Okay.
So these orange lines here are marking out where the transport lines are for the trams.
Okay.
Sydney's recently gotten new expansions with electric trams, and there are these being new pathways throughout the whole city.
Now we are getting in some more dense built
Yeah,
houses. Okay. So this is definitely new. Wasn't here last time. Cool.
yeah. So this is Chifley Tower, this circular one here. Sorry, Chifley Tower is the sandstone one here. This is one of the newer buildings that we have in the city. And then
Mm-hmm.
this is part of a plan that all of our builders are coming together to build blocks rather than individual buildings, just as a way for the skyline and the city to really come together.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Martin Place, this was part of a build block that we did, a battle block that we did
Mm-hmm. I
probably
remember.
a
Yeah.
month or so ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if you got coverage of it, but this was to the right is the block
Yeah, I
that
remember
we
that. I
all
remember
competed
that.
with Melbourne.
Mm-hmm. With Melbourne, right?
Yes.
And also some groundwork already done. Some streets
Yeah.
and plazas.
Yes. So this is the MLC Plaza. This is one of the bigger food courty shopping district parts of the town. And if we continue in the direction that you're going, we get to Sydney Tower Eye, which is part of Westfield. And this is a really iconic tower in the city, as it's the tallest that we have at about 305 meters. Yeah, these are brand new, all of these buildings. I can take you to somewhere called Perengaru now. This is, as I said before, one of the more modern suburbs within Sydney that's just been popping up in the past few years. So when you spawn in, probably one of the more noticeable buildings that you'll notice is the Crown Casino.
Yeah.
This is a large building that's under construction at the moment. So it is actually not finished in real life, and we've instead built the concept model of which it will become in about a year's time.
Okay, so you're okay. But it looks cool.
Because Sydney is going through such a huge construction boom at the moment, it's a bit hard to build buildings that exist at the moment that are going to be torn down. So instead, we're taking the scheme of building what they will be in a year's time or whatever. So one of the other places I'll take you to is Bondi. There isn't that much work happening here at the moment, but it does give you a sense of what the suburbs of Sydney do look like. And this is one of them. This is Hall and Roscoe Street in Bondi. These are the two biggest streets with all the shops and everything on them. And this was all built by one builder. There's a huge claim.
And do you have many builders who are building small areas by themselves?
We have primarily a lot of our builders do build in the CBD, but we have a few builders that come on and decide to build sections of their suburbs or a whole suburb or just a block of residential, which is really good because it gives us a lot of sense of what's to be in the architecture styles from different suburbs all over Sydney. And to take you out of Sydney completely, I'll take you to a place called Penrith. This is about 50 kilometres outside of Sydney CBD, and this is the famous Panthers Stadium. The Panthers are a football team in Penrith. This was built by one of our best builders. He's contributed a lot towards this suburb, and even if you just fly around and look around, there's a lot of terraforming happening here. A lot of road work.
So if you have like some smaller places where people starting to build their stuff, and then at some point they will all merge together.
Yeah, a lot of people in Sydney especially like to come on and build their house or a park or something they're familiar with, and then once they've finished that, they'll expand and build the house next door or the bigger park or whatever, and then they'll just branch off, and it's the same case as what's been happening here. I can take you back into the CBD where we have Sydney's Town Hall. So this is one of the oldest buildings in Sydney, and this is classified as pretty much the centre of Sydney is here. It's mostly a facade at the moment, the building's still being under construction. But we do have a large amount of skyscrapers in this area, and you can see the tram stations. These are the new ones that I was talking about earlier. And then from here, this continues and goes back onto Hyde Park where we were before. And then if you were to follow these tram tracks up, that's where you'll get back into the CBD near Circular Quay and kind of loops back to where we started. I can show you towards where we have some of the newer construction sites that I was talking about earlier. They're under construction. These are new buildings that are just popping up. Some of them don't even exist in Sydney yet. So this is this large grey building that you can see in front of you, connected to the one on the left. This is one of the buildings that is under construction at the moment that hasn't actually been finished, and we have active construction sites on these. And we do have active construction sites all around the city that are popping up every now and then. This is one of the buildings I really like to enjoy building. Just kind of conceptual, futuristic skyscrapers.
It's really interesting, architectural style.
Yeah. I think last time you were here, this is when I was just starting off in the server, and I'm pretty sure I was right here, just at the base of this yellow skyscraper.
Mm-hmm.
So just to see this one finished in a comparison of where it was last time.
Yeah. It's pretty hard to imagine how it all looked last time, but maybe as a viewer you can like take a look at the old video, skip through it, and then just compare it to how it looks now, and you see how much progress you can just have, and how much better it looks now.
Yeah, how much progress has been done in say 4 months or something since you last came on.
Yeah, like probably a lot of more people joined and developed into this project. I mean, like you just started building last time, and now you're like the administrator.
Yeah, it's been a lot. We've definitely had a lot of people joining since. We're sitting on about 2,000 members at the moment, so most of them are spectators who have just heard about us from different articles, have just come on and wanting to have a look at what we're doing. And then we've got about 130 builders currently in New South Wales dedicated to building the CBD or their own suburbs or whatnot. So this is called Rose Hill or Roose Hill. You may have seen this last time as well. There's a little bit of updates that have come through here. Just certain blocks that have been developed.
And do you know by how many people this is built? Like only one?
I think this is just by one.
Okay, so yeah. So it always takes like long time to build all the stuff, so...
Yeah, it's just one really dedicated builder.
So yeah, we have seen a lot of stuff we've already seen last time, but I mean, develop further, and maybe in 5 months we have a third showcase, and we can
easily
look at all the stuff we've seen today, and we'll see how this developed. So if there's nothing more to show, I would say thank you for showcasing around.
Yeah, I think we got a good portrayal of the city. I think you've seen pretty much all we have to offer.
Cool, thank you. So if you want to join Sydney, just join the official Oceania Discord server that will be in the description, and read through everything there, and you will get somewhere on the server and start building. So thank you for watching, and hopefully see you next time.